Alongside the brand new Redmi Note 11 phones and the Redmi Smart TV, Xiaomi sub-brand also launched their latest wearable dubbed the Redmi Smart Band Pro. Hello everyone, I'm Ania from Mr. Phone, and in this video let's talk in detail about the Redmi Smart Band Pro, which has also become my favorite hybrid of a smartwatch and a fitness band. But before we do that, consider hitting that red subscribe button for detailed tech videos and also turn on the bell so that you don't miss any of our latest updates. Let's get started. Key highlights of the Redmi Smart Band Pro include a full-color AMOLED display, up to 14 days of battery life, 5 ATM water resistance and over 110 workout modes. The price of the Redmi Smart Band Pro is set at 3,999 rupees, but as part of an introductory offer, it's being offered for 3,499 rupees. So is the Redmi Smart Band Pro worth your hard-earned cash? Let's go ahead and find out. The Redmi Smart Band Pro comes in this rectangular box, and inside you get the band along with a proprietary charger and a quick start guide. That's it. So the Redmi Smart Band Pro is basically a fitness band, but unlike how Xiaomi has popularized their Mi Bands, the dial that you see here is slightly wider, giving you more screen real estate to play around with. And aesthetically also, the Redmi Smart Band Pro, in my opinion, looks really good on the wrist. I mean, it's not as bulky as a smartwatch, but it is also not as tiny as most other fitness bands on the market. So the casing is made out of plastic, although good quality plastic. The fit finish is great. Behind the watch is where you find the health sensors and the charging pin. The silicone band's quality is also very good and the bands are removable as well. In terms of weight, the Redmi Smart Band Pro only weighs about 26 grams, which is extremely light, and it was a very comfortable experience wearing it day in and day out. Additionally, the Redmi Smart Band Pro is also 5 ATM water resistant, so it doesn't matter if you take it out for a swim, or in my case, I've been wearing it regularly while bathing and it's been working just fine. Now coming to the front, you get an 8-bit 1.47-inch AMOLED display that offers a peak brightness of up to 450 nits, and the best part is that it supports always-on functionality. And overall, the display on this band is superb for what's on offer. The panel gets plenty bright even on the brightest of sunny days, and since the display is AMOLED, the colors look absolutely fantastic here. The touch response is also very good, and I had no issues operating the Redmi Smart Band Pro even at times when my fingerprints were wet. My only gripe with the display, and it's a minor one by the way, so the ambient light sensor on the Redmi Smart Band Pro does get finicky sometimes in adjusting the screen brightness. So say when I'm about to go to sleep, the room is pitch dark, so in some cases I have noticed that okay, it took a bit of time to adjust the screen brightness, which can be a little annoying when you are under the blanket on a winter night. But otherwise, overall, if you see, it's a good panel and I've hardly had any complaints with it. Moving on, to control the Redmi Smart Band Pro, you'll need to install the Xiaomi Wear app from Google Play if you're using an Android smartphone, or the Xiaomi Wear Lite app from the App Store if you're using an iPhone. So after the setup process, this is what the home screen looks like on the Xiaomi Wear app. Do note, features such as app notifications, incoming calls, continuous heart rate monitoring, advanced sleep monitoring and more are disabled by default, so make sure you enable all the needful settings during the setup. And speaking of notifications, the Redmi Smart Band Pro can also display app notifications and you can only check them, but you can't interact with them. And so there are many smartwatches on the market that let you check the notifications, but you can't interact with them. And that is very annoying if you ask me, because smartwatches have the screen real estate to take advantage of the functionality. But in the case of a fitness band, I think so it's okay if you can only check the notifications. I think the screen is good enough to see your stats, battery levels, time, etc. But beyond that, if you really want to check your notifications, reply to texts or take calls on a wearable, I would suggest go out and buy yourself a smartwatch from either Samsung or Apple. But as I was saying, being able to check my notifications on this thing was just a fine experience. The vibration intensity is also great, and whenever you receive a notification or a call, you feel a solid buzz on the wrist. So full points there. You also get a bunch of band displays to choose from. Xiaomi says there are over 50 watch faces to choose from. In terms of health and fitness tracking, there are a total of 115 workout modes to look out for. Yes, I counted them, and these workouts are easily accessible from your watch, so no issues there. And as for the accuracy bit, in terms of step tracking, you can always check your data, access your data from the homepage of the Xiaomi Wear app. And so as I was saying, in terms of accuracy, I counted 1,000 steps in my head while walking, and the Xiaomi Smart Band Pro was right there on my wrist, and it recorded 1,023 steps, which I think so was pretty accurate. I know it's a little deviation from the 1,000 number that I counted in my head, but yeah, 1,023, I think so it's acceptable. So pretty accurate in terms of step tracking. For SpO2 monitoring and heart rate monitoring, I tested the Redmi Smart Band Pro against a pulse oximeter, and both the blood oxygen as well as the heart rate readings were pretty much in line. Sleep tracking was also very accurate on the Redmi Smart Band Pro in terms of the time I went to bed and the time I woke up. Of course, you can check the complete breakdown of your data, including deep, light, REM and awake periods. Other handy features on the Smart Band Pro include a stopwatch, timer, alarm, guided breathing and Find My Phone. You'll also find a remote camera shutter for your phone in the menu, although the feature seems to be in beta and did not work during my testing. Coming to the battery life of the Redmi Smart Band Pro, now the company claims a battery life of up to 14 days of endurance, but honestly I wasn't able to hit that number. Or in fact, I would say that battery life, totally depends on how you use your fitness band. It totally depends on your mileage. For me, with the always on display, raise to wake, continuous heart rate tracking, advanced sleep monitoring, SpO2 tracking every 30 minutes, all day stress monitoring and the notifications turned on, my Smart Band Pro lasted for about 8 days, which is not a bad battery life at all, by the way, but is totally off from the 14 days promised number. And even when it comes to the charging, the Redmi Smart Band Pro takes about 1.5 hours to fully top up from 0 to 100, and I think so that is absolutely fine. I am okay with charging my fitness band once a week. For me, 8 days of battery life is also a very good number. My only problem here is that Redmi, or for that matter companies in general, they should always double check these endurance numbers before going ahead with the marketing of the product. So with everything that the Redmi Smart Band Pro brings to the table, is it worth buying? You see, in terms of fit finish, the Redmi Smart Band Pro looks and feels great. It is light and comfortable to wear. The display is superb. You get a good amount of workout modes. Plus, when it comes to accuracy in health and fitness tracking, the Smart Band Pro does a fairly good job. Now, as a Xiaomi fan, it is a no-brainer to go out and buy the Redmi Smart Band Pro for the introductory price, that is 3,499. But once that offer runs out, the retail price of this thing would be 3,999 rupees. And that, my friend, could be a little stretch. Additionally, one also can't ignore the Realme Band 2, which also offers more or less the same functions as the Redmi Smart Band Pro, but that one retails for about 3,000 rupees. So what I'm saying is, with everything that's on offer with the Redmi Smart Band Pro, if the company sticks with its introductory price as its final price, then this, my friend, is a solid purchase. So if you're looking to buy a capable fitness tracker and your budget lies around the 3,500 rupees mark, then go ahead and buy the Redmi Smart Band Pro. You won't regret it. And that was my review of the Redmi Smart Band Pro. So guys, now it is time for you to share your thoughts with me in the comments below. And remember, as always, for all the latest in tech, stay tuned to Mr. Phone. I'll catch you all in the very next one. Thank you for watching.